The Flame Tree Handicap is the last on New Year's Day at Sha Tin. There's a number of first starters here. It's over the 1400. The Best Peach is one of them. The most interesting run, though, is the two. Straight Aaron, who was the winner of the Group 3 Carbine Club Stakes at Randwick. APAL carries more weight and a wider draw than his last start, fourth. Good Buddy struggled over the 1650 at Happy Valley last time. Tourbillon Prince, a first starter. He's from Western Australia. Nordic Star, he's a horse that has been all over the place. Uruguay and the United Arab Emirates on his way to Hong Kong. Cape Breton, third up, won over 1400 metres twice before arriving. Decrypt has the cross noseband on again. And Super Sunny Sing, 1 for 1 in the grade and carries an extra £7 for that course and distance. Impressive win last time. Almost like a right-angle triangle here, Paul, with them going up like that.
It is. Look, Red Lion is a horse that led on debut, but there's no other real leader in this race. I think he can go forward. APAL can put himself onto the race from a wide draw. Good Buddy, he won't be too far away. Straight Aaron, the debut runner, has looked good in his trials. Super Sunny Sing has got a good draw. Folds, Cape Breton, back to Nordic Star, the Best Peach, are both on debut but haven't shown too much early speed, or has Tourbillon Prince.
The Best Peach has won over 1200, 1400 and 1600 before he has arrived. But of those first starters, we're going to hear from the trainer right now of Straight Aaron, and it's David Hayes. David, Straight Aaron kicks off his Hong Kong career on Sunday. Hasn't been completely smooth sailing since he's been here. He's had that cannon bone injury.
Yes, he had a hairline fracture on his cannon bone. He never went sore, but because he's such a promising horse, we backed off for 6 weeks. And so instead of debuting on International Day, we're debuting this weekend. So, you know, it's set him back 6 weeks.
You've managed to get a couple of trials into him since then. Have you been happy with them?
Yes, we've given him easy trials. Haven't put him under real pressure. But, gee, I like the way he travels, and he's got a good professional way about him. And, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if he won on the weekend, but clearly he's got a lot bigger fish to fry later in the season. So he'll really just keep improving out of the race.
You took him to Happy Valley for one of those trials. Was that just to keep him switched on, change of scenery?
Yeah, only because it was grass, and a trip across town, you know, it is a bit more serious a trial than a Sha Tin trial. So, you know, he's carrying good condition and it tightened him up a little bit.
Strong barrier number 9. He hasn't shown blistering speed out of the gates either in Australia or the trials. Is that something you might look to work on with him, or it's just him?
Oh, look, I think you'll find that Happy Valley trialled in quite a nice spot in a pretty hot trial. I think when he's out to his distance, 2,000 metres, he won't be so far back. But I'd say from 9, first up after a long time, he'll be giving him a bit of a start at some stage. But finishing strongly down the outside, I hope.
You've got Zach on board. That's a tick of approval with the way he's riding at the moment.
Yeah, well, his record speaks for itself. So, you know, Zach's probably got 20 horses to choose towards the Derby and the Classic Mile, and hopefully this horse can put his hand up.
You produced Flagship Warrior a week or two ago for an amazing debut win. Did you expect that from him?
I thought he'd run very well, like I do this horse, but you know, it's one thing being a good horse overseas, it's another thing being a good horse here, and you have to show it. And Flagship did, so we're really excited. We're thrilled with Bonzapella the week before, so I think this horse is in their mould and should run well.
Flagship's pulled up well from that race?
Yeah, he has. He's a light-framed horse, so we probably won't see him again to the Classic Mile. You will see him in a trial, but he doesn't need to get any more points.
David Hayes with a comprehensive wrap on the stable there, Paul, as we move on to APAL. Now, he wasn't quite as sharp here up outside the speed turning for home. He's going to have to be better again this week because he's got that wider draw and extra weight. Yeah, so he's going to have to get across. Look, when he won his race, he was so impressive, wasn't he? And as such, he went in a $1.70 favourite, or 1.7 favourite last time here behind Amazing Victory. I think he got to the front too early, and he was sort of just gawking around a bit. And at this stage, the other horses, he was sort of a sitting duck, and as you can see, he finished off fourth. So on paper, it was a little bit of a disappointing run. The run beforehand was so good, though, so I don't want to dismiss him off that run. That was a win over Crypt 2 starts ago by 3 lengths. And our final replay is Super Sunny Sing. He gets back and comes with a sizzling run. He does, doesn't he? Bit of alliteration there for you. Super Sunny Sing, yeah, no, he's going well at the moment.
He's a 2-time winner from his 6 starts. This was a good win in Class 3 as well. So he shows that he is up to Class 3. No problem there as well. So look, he's going to be well found in the market. He's currently the early favourite. He definitely goes in for me. He's going well.
He beat Voyage Bubble in this race. His recent form in Class 4, Mighty Stride, Untold Riches and Good Buddy. So he gets in as the early favourite too, Paul.
Yeah, he is. So he goes in. I'm going to go with A-Power. I'll stick with A-Power here, see if he can bounce back after that run. If they've got a 4-year-old aspirations for him, he needs to put his hand up. Straight Aaron on debut, you can see that David Hayes obviously likes the horse, and his trials have been good. He's only had 2 though. That's just worries me a little bit. Red Lion, if he goes to the front and they leave him alone in front, we know he's been going really well recently. And Super Sunny Singh, 3, 2, 6 and 12.
And that is a preview for race number 11. The first on New Year's Day gets underway at 12:30. And on behalf of all the team here from the English broadcast team, both in front and behind the cameras and scenes, a Happy New Year.